So hello, this is Iron Bill back with another video, and tonight is going to be a Nightfall ordeal. This one is the Asterian Abyss. Obviously I'm using the Beyond Light pulse rifle here. I think I was using, probably going to be using Annoying Hunger and also the new Linear Fusion, I believe, was the heavy weapon that I had going on. I might have been running Ikelos, I can tell you here in a little bit. It was either that or the Gnawing Hunger. Both of them are up high enough that and have features that make them desirable in this type of thing, and mainly crowd control, because you put out such a volume of lead at any given time. The Gnawing Hunger has Demolitionist on it, and I believe this one does, and the Ikelos is just killer. I mean, if you want ad clearing guns right now, those are still two of the very best that I have seen. So yeah, I'm running a Gnawing Hunger, that's what it is. And the I don't know what the Cosmodrome vendor's name is, but I think maybe even the Crow. It was the Crow's weapon. Actually, I wound up getting the Linear Fusion, so I thought I'd take it in here. It's high level. As far as the play here is concerned, a couple blueberries, and this Josh guy keeps running ahead, and the only thing I can think is that he had a quest he was trying to make sure that he fulfilled, and so he was racing ahead so that he'd be first to the ads, but he just kept getting wiped out. And he would not clear off the mines as they spawned, which meant, of course, he'd run through them and create a mess that we'd have to run through, which further kept us behind him. And I'm not going to race this guy into a Nightfall when I'm under-leveled and, see if I can go die with him and cause us to have to reset, because we get into these darkness zones, and if you all die, then you're done. And so the better way when you're under-leveled, as far as I'm concerned, is to lay back just a little bit, use some ranged weapons, and just take your time. If you work together like we're doing right now, you'll clear the rooms, and you'll have plenty of time to do it. We can do this under 15 minutes if we work together. Fortunately, that's not the way it goes, and you'll see this as we move on. Now, it's true, I'm sometimes too timid, but this is how I developed the habit of doing it, because when I was playing with other players that I did know in my clan, and this is back in Destiny 1, they kept rushing into situations where they would immediately die. Now, I got caught by this grenade, but because I'm back and sort of undercover, I'm able to survive that without getting wiped out. Then I realize I'm going to have to use my heavy to pull him down. I go ahead and pop that guy with a heavy. And you see, my friend is already dead again. It didn't take very long. A sword would finish him off quicker, but this is safer. And we got him. My other friend here is using a sniper, and I'm pretty sure what he's doing is he's doing the bounty for the wrap, for the Adored sniper rifle, which I did that, finished that quest night too, and got it. And that's really essentially what you have to do. You just have to go into strikes of any kind and just use the heck out of your sniper. Alright, so this guy's on me, and then he must have missed his jump. I notice he's dead, and I go back to get him, because I figure I don't have to worry about that other guy, because he's going to die up front all by himself anyway, and I'm best just to come back and help my buddy. If I'd been a Warlock, by the way, on that last jump, I'd be dead too, because I got below the lip there. Or is this the Warlock? This is the Warlock, I'm sorry. I don't know how I got out of that mess then. I later switched over to my Titan. I'm working on it again. I need to get the quest done on it, and then I need to start my Hunter. I should have something up to around 1250 by the end of the week if I do it right. And as I told you, this guy is dead. You know, I don't know how underleveled he is. I can't say. I don't know. He's at 36. He's below me. And I wouldn't rush into these. I mean, even though I can survive it for the most part, you do just get overwhelmed. And they hit harder, and vandals, whenever they die, they spawn those mines, and then you very quickly just get yourself into trouble. And I decide I need to get out of here because I want to get frozen again. right after this. Both my teammates are dead. I'm still in the mess, and my well just died, so I've got to get back. Now, my one friend who is running the sniper made the mistake of trying to get up there and res that guy who's just going to stand at the feet of the boss pretty much no matter what. And look how much quicker we're pulling him down just by playing a little bit of range. And I'm going to pull down some ads so we don't get sniped. By the time I come back to him, they've just about got him knocked down. That's the smarter way. Now, we're 5 minutes into this. And it's, you know, we're getting to the place where we got a couple rooms to go and we're going to be in there. Plenty of time, no reason to rush. So there we go. Grandpa Orc. He's doing fine.
Greed, obsession. The list is long. If you ask
And that other fellow's dead behind us again, and I'm not going back. I'm just, he can't stay alive. I'm sorry. After a point, you know, the nice guy thing, you just can't do it anymore because, you know, I'll res you a few times, but yeah, when it becomes clear you're on a completely different agenda of some kind, there's just no point in making this drag out any longer. We'll make do on 2 guys. Snowing hunger is just beast, by the way. You know, if this were a strike, you know, you can disrespect the enemies a lot more, but it's not. I mean, this is a Nightfall, and even at the Adept level, it's early in the season yet. It's not as if we're overpowered. So I'm just going to keep pushing at them, but around the edges. And my buddy on the left there is taking a different angle. And then I notice this major right here, and I'm going to drop that right here, and I know it's going to catch him. But I also know my teammate's over to the left, and he can see him, and that's exactly what he does. He crossed over. Alright. Now, where those vandals die, you got to watch for the mines. And see, he just walks away from it. That stuff causes a problem, for sure. These guys just take off. I'm trying to clear the ad so we don't get chased down. And they're gone. So much for team play. Alright, now in this room, we could all 3 stand on the plate, but all that fire is going to focus on us if we do. And you don't need 3 people on the plate in order to take it. In fact, it's kind of a bad idea here, in my opinion. What I'm doing is I'm sitting back here with a clear field of fire on just about everything. And I've got the pulse rifle here, which is pretty far-reaching. And then when the inevitable happens, which always does, I'm in a position to res and keep the session alive here. Alright, so we got the res. And I need to start pulling these snipers down. You can't ignore the ads. And once we get that under control, I can come up and get the other fellow. And start working the ads. The snipers are your priority, followed closely by the exploding shanks, which will come popping out here right now. You've got to get them under control. And see, we should be splitting this up, shooting to the left and shooting to the right. But instead, if I start shooting somewhere, they start shooting somewhere. It's really bizarre. You know, the joys of playing with others. Alright, so we've got our pad now. If you control the ads, it's easy. If you don't, you're going to get swamped. Okay, we need to get that captain. We got him. Play some cover. Turn the ads down a little bit. Now, you have to watch high and low. And I'm going to go heavy and take that shank out. One shot will do it. Then get out of there. I don't have to stay up there just because I jumped up there. Got a good angle on these guys now, and I have some cover to my left. Good angle here. Clear these two orbs so I can get on the other bank and take them from a flank. Okay, back up because I was taking some heat from up top. Here we go. Now I don't get either of these guys, which was a bad move. I should have finished one or the other. And you see all that sniper fire coming from the ledge. In my old clan, I had a clanmate who was probably one of the best players in the game in terms of PvE, and kill-wise, he's top 10. And he would say, start on one side of the room and clear it. You know, left to right, right to left, but you just clear it methodically. You know, and that way, you know, you've got yourself some safe zones. And there's a lot of sense to that, because if you just pick a few here, pick a few there, you never really stop it from, you know, taking you from all edges. I didn't take any time to clear those orbs, did it? Alright, so here's the final room. And of course, this boss is waved, meaning that if you take down the health a quarter, you're going to get a wave of enemies. And every quarter you take them down, you're going to get more enemies. And so, ad control, once again, is going to be the big deal. And as long as I've played this game, there are always people who just want to burst on the boss and try to burn it down. We are under-leveled. We cannot burn the boss down where we're at with the weaponry we have and the level we're at. We're just not max level yet. You can't really do that. And I don't have anti-barrier on this auto rifle, so I cannot shoot through its barriers. Now, if I had the submachine gun on, I could, but yeah, I'm just not modded to do that, so I'm going to have to pick and choose. So I'm staying over here so that the Hydra will switch positions here and there, and then watching my radar, because this is going to happen too. Now once I back off, I know I've got the Gnawing Hunger on here, and even though that's not a void shield, I'll still peel it. Now I've got the ice working for me, and I'll tell you, stasis is a cool super. I mean, or subclass. I mean, just look what it did there. By the way, did you hear the pun that I made? It's a cool subclass, stasis. Alright. We're about to get into a quarter. He'll disappear, and we will move on to the next phase. Here it comes. And he's gone. This is going to bring out more ads. Now this guy is one we need to burn down, but those new, the wyverns, I guess is what they're called. You really need to focus on them, because of course that void shrapnel fire hurts, but more than that, their flying attack will send you flying into a wall and kill you or off the map. They are for real. Plus they form sort of a shield for their accomplices around them. It's late at night, I'm sorry, I'm losing my capacity for speech. Alright, so I'm backing up. My teammates can shoot from the other side. We're going to keep it guessing. I'm going to pull around the other angle and see if we can pinch it. But I notice the radar behind me as I make the move, and it's another wyvern. And we've got our wyvern, I guess is how I'd pronounce that. Really need to knock it down. And I'm using some heavy to do it. If we can at least get one of them down, you know, we'll be in a lot better shape. And I took it quite a bit of the way down. Got my ads cleared. Now I've got a clear flank to come out here and put some heat on these. They've got an ice grenade on it. You notice it goes invulnerable when it's not facing directly towards me or away from me. And there it is. There's one. And my teammate is dead again. I've got another teammate over on its side, but I'm going to make a move up there to get him. I think he just hung in the fight too long, because he had cover. We just needed to use it. And our boss is back, which means we also have ads here. We need to get them cleared out. Alright, let's get that grenade working for us again. And see, it shuts down that portal. We just shut it down. We took care of all of that. Backing up, give myself some room. And I've really not even had to lean into my abilities too much up to this point in time. As long as you play with range. You know, you can't just be right in the middle of these ads for a whole variety of reasons, but mostly that you'll just get overwhelmed before you can pull things down. Needed the ammo, got it. They both come out this time. And a wyvern. Get a grenade working for us. If I can get this guy killed, it'll should if there's anything else out there. And there wasn't, unfortunately. That's what you don't want it to do to you. What that just did. But we need to get one of them knocked down. You don't have to take too many hits from this thing here to get yourself in trouble. So, I'm about to the place where I'm going to throw my super. I'm pinched. If I stay here, I'm dead. If I move, I'm dead. So, it's now or never. If at least I can take down the Transcendent Hydra. We've got a big hunk of their firepower taken out, and we can finish off the boss. So let's just knock down some ads, and while I'm working on that, they finish off the boss. And of course you see I get the Ballisteria wrap for my Adored, and that's pretty much a wrap for the wrap. Anyway, yeah, you see what I got out of it. Not a ton. I'm at 1234 right now. I'm going to back that up a little bit so you can have a look at my character and my stats. Let's put it right in there. There we go. So, there we go. That's a clear image. Not very pretty. But you see the weaponry that I have. This pulse is not too bad. It's not as good as the No Time to Explain, but it's, as a legendary, not bad. Good range, good stability on mouse and keyboard. I like it. Gnawing Hunger is still pretty solid. And this fusion rifle, linear fusion, is not as bad as I thought. I'm not a huge fan of linear fusions, but this one, I've had some success with it. So anyway, that's probably all I have for the evening. Resources wise, I'm always glimmer poor right now because I'm upgrading stuff so quickly. But I'm going to finish my Titan. I'm just going to play through that, not upgrade anything, just swap to the blues as soon as I get them. Keep getting my weapons from my Warlock, get them to my other characters, leapfrog up. Hopefully I have, like I said at the start of the video, I have a character up to 1250 by the end of the week. That's the plan. Right now, 1234 is where I'm at. 1234. I think that's as high as I got with this. So, all right. So I want to thank you for watching tonight. This is Iron Bill, and I'm signing out.